looking for the king. Ah, there he is. Yeah. Your Majesty. Hang on. So, good evening, Your Majesty and fellow subjects. Not quite yet, not quite yet. We are here, of course, to celebrate, and we're here for the Bucks party of King Henry VIII. And I know what you are all thinking. We've been here before, haven't we? We've been here 5 times before. So I'm going to try something a little bit different this time. I want to look back at the past wives of King Henry VIII and see where he went wrong. And maybe, just maybe, the wedding tomorrow is going to last. That's what I'm hoping. Now, I've got a list here because I want to get these names right, and it is a long list, Your Majesty. We're going to start off in the year 1509, it's right over here. And that's when you met and married Catherine of Aragon. Catherine of Aragon. Now, Catherine was the apple of Your Majesty's eye. She had everything. She had royal bloodline, she was beautiful, she knew how to dress, and she had all the airs and graces that you would want for the Queen of England. However, the one thing, no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't do, was give birth to a baby boy. And she tried, but no baby boy or heir to the throne. So, what was the king to do? Because the Pope said that he wouldn't give a divorce to His Majesty. So what's the point, I say, of being king if you can't make your own church? And that's exactly what King Henry VIII did. He made his own church, the Church of England, and quickly divorced young Catherine. And that brings us over to the year 1533, where we were celebrating the wedding of Anne Boyle. Now, I think you all remember Anne, don't we?
She went off to Boyle.
Does anyone actually remember the dark secret that Anne had? She had a very dark secret. Someone must remember.
She had a deformed finger.
I understand this was so long ago that you may have forgotten that she was actually a witch. Now, I'm not talking about she looked like a witch. She was actually a witch. And there's only one place where a witch would end up, and that's on the chopping block, which is exactly what happened. 1536, and that brought us Jane Seymour. Now, I liked Jane. She was gritty. She gave it her all. She had everything that it would take to be the Queen of England. However, she even gave so much that she died giving birth to the heir to the throne. So may she rest in peace. And we're moving over to 1540. And the wife then was Anne of Cleves. Now, Your Majesty, this one was fraught with problems right from the very start. And I know you were coming off the rebound there. You needed a wife, and you needed a wife really, really quickly. So you went mail order. The lovely lady was, she lived in Germany. And what you did, and hats off to you, you got a portrait painted. And that was sent over, and we all had a look at it. We all saw the portrait. She was a lovely lady. We all said, go for it. So we set a wedding date. And the young lady, Anne of Cleves, arrived on the good English shores. And unfortunately, she wasn't quite the same person that was in the picture. It appeared that the portrait had been doctored.
Online dating.
The problem was basically she had very large hands. They were huge. So big problem. However, we got that marriage annulled, and you were no longer joined at the hip with weeks. Now this brings us to the year 1540 and young Catherine Howard. And this again was probably not the best choice you've made, Your Majesty. Now Catherine was a young lady, and I can understand from coming off the back of the other wife, the previous wife, that you were looking for beauty and you didn't want to take any chances. So you went for the beauty of youth. And you chose a teenager, a very young teenager. And I must say, it was way too young for myself, Your Majesty, but I do respect your decision. Now, I can speak with some authority on this one because I have two teenagers at home. And I know that they eat too much, they leave all their clothes everywhere, they sleep in, they party all night. And unfortunately, Catherine was exactly like that. And in fact, one night she pulled an all-nighter, had an affair with a young lad, and that was it. If you're married to the King of England, you don't have an affair. So it was straight to the chopping block and off with her head. Which brings us right here and now to the current day, where tomorrow we're going to celebrate the wedding of His Majesty and young Catherine Parr, who's ticking all the boxes. I think this is the pinnacle, Your Majesty, of your choices so far. So she's got the royal bloodline, she's beautiful, she dresses well, she's got all the airs and graces that you would want in the Queen of England. Now there's a small problem with her involvement with a new upcoming church, the Protestants or something, but I'm sure we'll swing her over to the Church of England. So Your Majesty, from all of us, we would like to wish you a long and happy marriage. After all, what could possibly go wrong?